Talking that funky. About my face, wearing that monkey. Not that. That might give you life advice. Get some money. 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 Get some money.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Finding Gray going across the field. And he is going to have the Niners first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Robbie Gould taking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10.
The tight end in motion right. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds inside out to be 36 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 31 yards. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, now Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught by Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get needed.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. This is taken around the 12. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But
He's going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Able to find Gray here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Garoppolo's throw caught by Gray. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. There's Garoppolo to throw. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Garoppolo again. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Gold is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on second and 8. Herbert. Williams brings it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert on first down now. He's got Allen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Donald Pearl from 13 yards out. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural paths, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Boy, it's only a 1-score game, 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
11.
From the 24, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted.
They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Garoppolo now. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Eckler. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Eckler now between the tackles. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing, Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw is Garoppolo, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown, and they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
One last throw here for Herbert. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed some.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready, play.
The drive will start with an option going left. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Now Lance.
That's complete, right around the 8. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a...
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it back to the half.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Eckler, they run left side. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Cowboys nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle. On second down, Elliott once more.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing, Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 35-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 29, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a give running left is Eckler. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Here's Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They go to Elliott again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now Prescott on fourth down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you get a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Open man is Palmer. Yeah, he would go out right near the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. On the move to his left. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone